There's so much drama going on right now.
Girl, she not ready to have her.
Hey, what is up, all my social climbing friends? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. How are you, Nick?
Super
duper.
I'm great.
Okay.
How are you, though?
I'm okay. This is the second time we're recording this intro because I sounded like I had a mouthful of mush. But Manny uploaded a video today, and it was very interesting to me because Manny addressed the whole Oprah situation.
Okay.
And then Manny kind of somewhat addressed James Charles, like not directly, and I wanted to talk about it. And then there was a whole bunch of other stuff, so we're going to get into that. That's what this video is going to be about. But before I jump into that, I would like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Adam and Eve. As you guys know, Adam and Eve has been exceptionally well to me as well as you guys, and right now if you use code Dustin over on adamandeve.com, you'll get 50% off one item as well as free shipping to the US and Canada. Keep in mind some exclusions do apply. Please do remember, when you shop Adam and Eve, you get 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns, and 20% of their profit goes to fight the spread of HIV and AIDS. We love that. Also, if you guys are so inclined, please feel free to reach out and let me know the things that you guys buy with this code. It's so interesting to see some of the things you get because I end up buying them myself. Now, with all that said, let's just jump into this video. So Manny uploaded this video and it's pretty much just a sit down video. He's just being raw and real. He's sitting there talking about Trisha, Ethan Klein, Hila. He went a little bit into Oprah and discuss that. So the first part I want to talk about is Trisha Paytas.
Okay.
We know that Trisha Paytas has a very turbulent past with Manny. They haven't really like crossed paths too much, but I know, talking to Trisha, that Trisha has been in instances with Manny that she hasn't spoken about, that the public has not been made aware of, where she's been in like situations where Manny is there and things like that. I think they were even in that. Were they in that house together where they did the like Big Brother thing?
No. Well, maybe. But weren't they also at that Christmas party,
Yes.
the white elephant party, where she gave Laura the iPad and then Laura put it in a giveaway? It was like a huge drama.
Yeah, Trisha was pissed about that. So that was odd to me. But Manny in this video, he pretty much like, he went on and gushed about how much he really loved Trisha, how much he likes Ethan and Hila and all of that. He was wearing a Teddy Fresh hoodie. And we know that Manny is very closely associated with James because as recently as James's, was it the last video?
The video right before the Taking Accountability video.
The video right before the Taking Accountability video, Manny got Mick, as well as who else? There was one more person. Gabriel actually made a video collab with James. We haven't heard anything of Manny speaking up about James, but he posted this video today wearing Teddy Fresh, talking about how much he loved frenemies and all of that.
Girl, he didn't just talk. It was like 5 straight minutes of him sucking ass so hard.
It was.
I thought that he was not going to have any lipstick left on those lips when he pulled it off their assholes.
It was very, very weird to me because he's wearing Teddy Fresh and then he's talking about how him and Laura are going to make a podcast, which I'm here for. I love podcasts. Very interesting. You always seem to get a little bit of different knowledge, and people act different on podcasts versus like a YouTube video, right? So what was really strange to me is, one, we know that Ethan and Trisha are totally against James Charles.
Yes.
They have been on James Charles incredibly hard over
calling
the past
him the P word
4 or 5 months. They have not relented on James Charles, especially Trisha and Ethan. Like, they go hard. They just recently did a video, well, a podcast rather, where, well, it wasn't Trisha, it was Hila, but they celebrated James Charles's birthday.
Yeah.
And it was just, it came off so weird to me because in the past, we know that Trisha has made videos about Laura Lee. She really dragged Laura Lee through the mud when all this stuff happened with Dramageddon. Like, Trisha was there, like, really championing people to, like, go after Laura, right? Because she made this video, Laura Lee's bullshit apology. So that was just weird to me. So I was like, is Manny doing this because he actually likes Teddy Fresh and he likes Trisha Paytas? Or is he doing this because he's trying to promo his podcast with Laura? I don't want to think that that's what it is, but it can't, like, it was so over the top.
You know how I took it? So everyone has been wanting, and I don't know this is what Manny is doing at all, but I mean, this would be genius if it was. I feel like Manny, he's been getting called on by everyone, like, say something about James. Why have you been so silent? Nothing. It's just been mum's the word. And now here we are. All of a sudden, he's on TikTok wearing Teddy Fresh, a show frenemies that has dragged James. Not even just dragging James on frenemies though, but dragged James on the other podcast as well. Yes. So now he's supporting the brand. He's going on there saying that, oh, I just love Trisha. I can tell that they have really been working on themselves and they're really trying to become better and all of that, just kissing so much ass. Yeah. And then saying about frenemies, like, it's a really good show that, you know, they talk about all these amazing topics and all of this. I just really like listening to it. And it's like, well, half the time, dude, they're dragging your friend James. So are you just trying to tell everyone that you're no longer friends with James? Genius. That'd be a great way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I got from it. And I do think that there was some bit of thought that went into that. Maybe that's like Manny not trying to say anything, but say something. Mm-hmm. So I respect Manny in that way, but
that's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, it's something I would totally do. Like, yeah, I don't support him, like, whatever. I think it would have been a lot better and Manny would have got a really critical reception, like a really good reception if he was just like, you know what, all this stuff with James, I collab with him. I thought he was not what people were saying, but you know what? At least Manny, like, in my opinion, I'm going to take this as a way of Manny saying, hey, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be associated with James. I'm not going to deal with James anymore or anything like that.
I hope so. I mean,
but a lot of people were also wanting Manny to speak out about Ofra. Now, a lot of you may not know about Ofra. I think we've mentioned it in a few videos, either on my channel or on your channel, Nick. Ofra is in some deep shit right now. Yes. Like, they really are, because it's came out that they have donated money to hate groups, pretty much. They've donated a whole bunch of money. They the husband, which is what was he, the VP?
I believe he was the VP.
The VP, he was found in a MAGA hat with a picture holding of an American flag and a white power symbol. And a lot of people are pissed about it, and rightfully so, because this, like, we can't allow this. Like, we need to stop giving our money to companies that, like, discriminate against people. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad business, in my opinion. But Ofra has really been on the chopping block, and Manny said that he was in talks with them and that the VP and the president are stepping down, right? But what we know, or allegedly what we know, as far as I'm aware, they have a daughter.
Yes.
And the daughter is deeply entwined in this. So even if they step down, they're still going to be benefiting from this brand. You know what I'm saying? There's really no consequence. Like,
well, when someone steps down at a company like this, it's stepping down. That doesn't mean that they ultimately leave the company. Yes. They could still be on it as an advisor and receiving a salary from it. Something that I just thought of as we were sitting here, wasn't it Gabriel in his 45-minute video about Manny where he said that Manny in certain situations will sit back and gauge how other people's, like, apologies are accepted and stuff?
I believe so.
Okay. Someone said that about Manny. So everyone's been wanting Manny to talk about this Ofra thing. Everyone wanted Nikki's tutorials to talk about it. All these other influencers to talk about it. Jen Loves Reviews. So here comes Nikki saying that she has spoken to them. She is going to sit back and hear some more things, and then she's going to make the decision when it comes to her collaborations. He worded what he said about Ofra exactly like Nikki.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. That's a good catch. It makes sense, but ultimately, if this would have been any other influencer, right, it would have been demanded that they cut ties. And sometimes it's not that easy, because, like, when you get into brand deals and stuff, you have to sign contracts. There's no telling what's in contracts that these people have signed. We've seen this with Nikki Tutorials and how Too Faced did her so dirty. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, we can push our favorite influencers to be like, hey, you really shouldn't support these brands. But at the end of the day, like, they're in a contract with them. And depending on what that contract says, they have to tread lightly on what they say or do, because that could come back to them. That could cost them money, and that could put them in a very bad situation. Agreed. So, I mean, it's hard. Of course, I really do think that Manny, he is very vocal about LGBTQ rights, trans rights, and all this different stuff. He's very vocal about that. And Manny got a lot of hate on his Biden video where he and Jackie Aina and a few other YouTubers went on there and they did this town hall. Like, I think the likes on that video are 20,000 and the dislikes are 19,000. So he got a lot of hate for that. And a lot of people did not like that. And I think that it's great that our president took a moment to come into the beauty space on YouTube to, like, use their platform to, like, let people say how they feel. You know what I'm saying? About everything that's going on in the world, because the world we live in now is crazy.
I feel like there could have been better people out there to do the town hall, but I mean, okay.
Yeah, no,
I think it's great that they wanted to do it and get awareness out there and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
and
no,
educate people.
I'm not even going to say what you said. I don't really necessarily agree with what you're saying. I think they should have had more people. I think that they had a very diverse group of people on there. So I'm not going to say that. But I think that it was a good thing that YouTubers were afforded this ability to talk to the president. That's a major thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Never in the past I don't think that's ever happened. But a lot of people really wanted Manny to like really go hard for Oprah.
Yes.
And I understand that and I agree with them. But I feel like if it was interchanged with any other person, if it was not Manny, and another person said, you know what, like, I'm just going to sit back and wait on what comes out, I feel like they would get dragged.
A lot of people are not happy with Manny, though, about, like, they're glad that he addressed the Oprah thing. Not happy with the way that it was delivered because it was 14 minutes into his video. They're like, why does it take so long for you to address something so serious that's going on right now? Like, I think that we could have waited to hear about the town hall with President Biden and even like whatever else the hell he talked about.
The energy in the video that Manny put out was very like literally, and I'm not saying this to be shady or mean, like the first 5 minutes of that video was like repetition of him sucking Trisha,
oh my God,
Ethan, and Hila's ass. Like it was very weird to watch. It was almost cringe.
No, it was not almost cringe. It was cringe because it was like fangirling, just out sitting there in the like Teddy Fresh hoodie, which by the way, those Teddy Fresh hoodies are amazing quality.
Yeah, they really are.
They are really good. And the shorts are good quality too. But sitting there in the hoodie and just being like, I love Trisha, I love Ethan, I love Hila. Oh my gosh, for 5 freaking minutes. It might have been longer than that. I was like, oh my God, end it.
Yeah, to me, it almost seemed like it was a filler video and that he was like very nervous to even talk about it. But it makes sense as to what you were saying about like Manny gauging the situation and how people receive things that other people say and then going ahead and making his video. So I don't think it was like really like a planned out video. Like he had like talking points and he was just like, oh, I'm going to go through this. Okay.
But also as YouTubers, we know that there is a view duration during a video.
Of course.
And it's a different amount of time for each video. How many people are sticking around for 14 minutes of a video?
Well, I mean, it's a 33-minute video. Typically,
they're skipping.
What my analytics tell me is if I put up a 10-minute video, usually people watch 5 minutes.
I just feel like it should have been.
You usually get about half of it.
I just feel like it should have been I just feel like it's a very important matter. It should have been at the beginning of the video.
It is an important matter. And if you guys have made it this far, please leave me like a green heart in my comment section because we talk a lot. But I really want to know what you guys think about the situation. Do you feel like if you watch Manny's video that he addressed this well about Oprah? And if you didn't know about the Oprah situation, please let me know what you think about all this down below because it's really just a mess. Also, please let me know what your thoughts are about Manny and Laura making a podcast. I'm here for it. I love podcasts. I think it'll be interesting. They may spill tea. I think that if they do a podcast, and they are, the first bit of it, the first episode is always the best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially if they're going to spill tea. So I'll definitely be tuning in. But aside from that, I hope you all have an amazing Sunday and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.